Hello friends, welcome in today's class. Today we will discuss roots of quadratic equations. This is your fourth chapter, class 10th of course. This is your fourth chapter. In this lesson we will learn how to find roots of a quadratic equations. Right? So you know that this is general form of quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. This a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of that x, and c is constant term. Right? So three methods today we will discuss to find roots of a quadratic equation. So first method I am discussing here. This method says that we have to multiply the coefficient of x square, that is a, with constant, that is c. AC we have, and now we need to divide this AC into two fractions whose sum is b. Right? You will understand this by an example. Let me take an example for you. 2x square minus 7x plus 3 I am taking here. Right? This is quadratic equation and we have to find roots of this quadratic equation. So first we need to multiply this 2 with 3. This is first method, factorization method. So in this method, first we need to multiply coefficient of x square with constant. We have here 6. Now we need to take two factors of 6, which makes 7. Means two factors of 6 whose sum is 7. So 1 and 6 are the factors. If we add 1 and 6 together, we will have 7. So we can write it 1 plus 6. Instead of 7, we can write it 1 plus 6. Right? Now 2x square minus, after opening the bracket, we have here x minus then 6x plus 3 plus 2. You can see here, if you add this minus x and minus 6x together, we will get 7x. Right? Now, what is common in these two terms? X is common. So, we can write it 2x minus 1. And here, what is common? Of course, 3 is common there. So, we can write it 2x. Then outside minus sign is there, that's why we need to change sign of inside. That's why we can write it 2x minus 1. Now we can see here 2x minus 1 and 2x minus 1 is again common. So we can take outside it and we can write it 2x minus 1, then this x minus 3. Right? Now 2x minus 1 equals to 0 and x minus 3 will be equals to 0. How it? Because product of these two factors is 0. It means either 2x minus 1 will be 0 or x minus 3 will be 0. So taking first case, we will have here 2x equals to 1. Therefore, x equals to 1 by 2. Right? And here x equals to 0 plus 3, therefore x equals to 3. So x equals to 1 by 2 and x equals to 3. We have two values of x here, 1 by 2 and 3. So this equation, quadratic equation, have two roots, 1 by 2 and 3. Hope you understand, guys. Since it is quadratic equation, maximum power is 2 here, that's why it will have two roots, and these are 1 by 2 and 3. Hope you understand. This is the first method. It is called factorization method, right? Now, second method we will discuss here for same question. Same example I am taking here, and we will find roots of this quadratic equation by second method. This is very important method, and this method is called completing squares method. Completing square method. This is very important method. There are some certain steps in this method. If you follow these methods, and you will easily find out the roots of this equation. Now, first step, what to do? First step, we have to remove this coefficient of x square. Remove means we have to convert coefficient of x square as unit. Means we have to make 1 here. 2x square minus 7x plus 3 equals to 0 is given. We have to make here 1. This is very first step. How we can make 1 here? After taking LCM. So if we take, sorry, not LCM, we are taking here common of 2. Right? If I am taking common of 2, we can write here x square, and here what we can write? Common means we are dividing. So we can write here 7 by 2x, and here we can write 3 by 2. Hope you understand? Now, x square minus 7 by 2x plus 3 by 2 equals to 0. Since this if this 2 goes right hand side, we can write it 0 by 2. And we know that if we divide 0 by any of the number, it becomes 0. Right? That's why we can write it x square minus 7 by 2x plus 3 by 2 equals to 0. This is first step. Right? Now, second step. Second step says that take the coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x? This is 7 by 2. No need to take sign here. Since it is negative, nothing we do with sign. So just take coefficient of x only. That is 7 by 2. And half it. Right? How can we half it? We can divide it by 2, or we can multiply it by 1 by 2. Hope you understand. So 7 upon 4 we have here. It means half of this 7 by 2 is 7 by 4. Right? Then take square of this 7 by 4 and add and subtract square of this 7 by 2 here. It means first, what was this step? First, coefficient, half the coefficient of x, half the coefficient of x, and take square of it and add and subtract in this expression, this equation. So we can add here 7 by 4 square. If we are adding 7 by 4, so we need to subtract also. Hope you understand it. We are adding 7 by 4 square. We have to subtract also to make this equation balanced. Right? Now, see. You can see here, first 3 terms, we can write it x minus 7 by 4 whole square. identity we can use here. Which identity? A minus b whole square. We know that a square minus 2ab plus b square. If you expand it, we will get the same thing. You can do here x minus 7 by 4. If we extend it, what will come here? A square means x square, then in between minus is there. 2 into x into 7 by 4, then plus 7 by 4 whole square. By this 2 times is divisible. So x square we have here, minus 7 by 2x we have here, then plus 7 by 4 whole square. Isn't it? It means we can write these three terms as x minus 7 by 4 whole square. Right? Then minus 7 upon 4 whole square plus 3 by 2 we can write as it is. Hope you understand? See what will come now. Now we have to solve it. So x minus 7 upon 4 whole square, and when we shift this one to right hand side, we have here that minus 3 by 2 and plus 7 upon 4 whole square. So x minus 7 upon 4 whole square equals to minus 3 by 2 plus 7 49 upon 16 we can write it. Got it? Now we have to solve it. X minus 7 upon 4 whole square equals to, we have to add these two terms after taking LCM. 8 time and minus 24 will come here, and here 49 will come. So x minus 7 by 4 whole square equals to, after subtraction we have here 5, then 2, 25 by 16. Right? Therefore, x minus 7 by 4 whole square equals to 25 by 16 inside square root. You all know this. Now 7 upon 4, square you have to remove here. Now x minus 7 upon 4 equals to plus minus 5 by 4. Why plus minus? Square root of 25 is 5, square root of 16 is 4. And plus minus, why plus minus? We know that, see, square of minus 4 is also 16 and square of 4 is also 16. It means if we find square root of 16, it may be the square of minus 4 or it may be the square of 4. That's why two values, positive and negative, will come there. So two cases we have here now. X minus 7 upon 4, and I am taking here positive 5 by 4. And in second case, we can also take minus 5 by 4. Right? Two values we'll have here, one is positive, one is negative. Now, x equals to 5 by 4 plus 7 by 4, and x equals to minus 5 by 4 then plus 7 by 4. X equals to 12 by 4 here, and x equals to 2 by 4 here. So 3 times is divisible by 4 and is 2 times. So the value of x is 3 and here x is 1 by 2. Same value are coming that we solved in first method also. So the value of x is 3 and 1 by 2. So at 3 and 1 by 2 are the roots for this quadratic equation. 2x square minus 7x plus 3. Hope you understand, guys. Second method was that completing square method. This method is very interesting, little bit lengthy, but if you know the steps, easily you can solve, you can find out the roots. So this was all about the second method. Now one more method is left. This method is, we can use their quadratic formula to find the roots of the equation. This is called quadratic formula. By using quadratic formula, we can find the roots. What is quadratic formula? We know that ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. This is general form of quadratic equation. And this quadratic formula says that we can calculate the value of x as minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac square root by 2a. This is quadratic formula. In this way also we can find roots of quadratic equation. This is very, very important formula, right? So what is b here? B is the coefficient of x. What is a? A is the coefficient of x square. C is the constant term, and we are dividing by 2a, means 2 into coefficient of x square, right? Now again same question I am taking here as example. Right? Now compare with general equation. This is general equation for quadratic. Now after comparison, the value of a we have here, the coefficient of x square, that is 2. And what is value of x here? Minus 7. You need to be very, very careful while you are writing their values. It is negative 7. That's why minus sign you have to write. Then the value of c is 3 here. Right? Now we can use this quadratic formula. X equals to minus b. Minus b, and b is already negative. So we can write it 7. Then plus minus b square means minus 7 square. Then minus 4 into a. A is 2 and c is 3. And this is inside square root. And downside 2 into a. A is also. Hope you understand. Now we have to solve it. How we can solve it? X equals to 7, we can write as it is. Minus 7 square means 49. Since we know that, doesn't matter, square is always positive. So 49 will come here. Then minus 4 to the 8, 8 3 the 24. And downside 2a, 2 to the 4. So 7 plus minus, here we have after subtraction 25. Now 25, square root of 25, we know it is 5. Right? So we have here 7 plus minus 5 divided by 4. It means we can write it 7 then plus 5 by 4, and second value of x will be 7 minus 5 by 4. We can take positive as well as negative values of 5. Right? So x equals to 12 by 4. Here x equals to 2 by 4. Now 3 times is divisible and 2 times by 2, 4 is divisible. So x equals to 3 and here x equals to 1 by 2. So roots of quadratic equation is 3 and 1 by 2. Equation was, what was quadratic equation? 2x square minus 7x plus 3 equals to 0. So this was the quadratic equation that I have taken as an example, and all three methods I have discussed here, how to find roots of any quadratic equation. Let me just recall it. First method was traditional method, that was factorization method. In previous classes you have already studied that method. Second method was that completing square method. That method was new for you. And third method was this by using quadratic formula. So all three methods we have discussed today, guys. Hope you understand, and we'll meet you soon with some other interesting topic. Thank you so much.